That's very difficult, but it's very doable. I want to start an organization that would help people. You don't really get any funding for sports. It's a very corrupt organization. So
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Madfitjunky. I hope you guys are enjoying the quarantine and you're working out as well. If our videos are motivating you, please do support us by clicking that subscribe button on your right. There's a small bell icon. If you click that, you're gonna get notifications about all the upcoming videos on the channel. Today, we're gonna meet Chantal. Chantal has been working out for over 20 years. That's almost over 2 decades, guys, which is very a long time to know everything about fitness. She is a fit mom as well, which is very inspiring. So today's journey is very inspiring, very motivational and very knowledgeable as well. So please do check out the whole video. I hope it motivates you and you start a fitness journey ASAP. So let's meet Chantal, guys.
how's the lockdown going?
Lockdown has been interesting for me because I've been able to get in touch with a lot of athletes and get their reviews, get their stories out on my channel. So it was good for me.
Oh, well, that's awesome. At least you're keeping productive.
Yeah, exactly. How about you? How is your lockdown coming up?
Our lockdown, we're still in lockdown. We are on a level 3,
Okay.
which means schools are starting on Monday, but it's only going to be one grade at a time. We
Okay.
are still not trained. I think gyms are only going to be opening after level 1. And the
Okay.
level we're looking at a month per level. So now we've got level 3, 1 month,
Uh-huh.
level 2, 1 month,
Okay.
and level 1 month. That's another 3 months.
Okay.
It's
That's
tough.
it's tough. Yeah, I can understand. So first, thank you so much for coming on to Madfitjunky, and it's a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Chantal, let's start with the first question. And the basic question, which I usually ask to all my athletes, is like, how did your fitness journey started?
Well, it started from a very young age. I was always very athletic.
Okay.
And when I left school, I knew I was going to do something in the industry.
Okay.
But when I was in high school, gym was only seen, and I don't know if it was only in South Africa, but at that stage, if you trained, you were only male.
Okay.
The female didn't. We didn't have commercial gyms. We had very few small private gyms.
Okay.
So at that stage, there wasn't something like a personal trainer. So I decided to varsity for now, and I went overseas traveling, and that is where I actually got introduced to weight training.
Oh.
And when I said, this is what I want to do. And a couple of years later, when I got back to South Africa, it's like it just exploded. There was gyms all over. You can become a personal trainer now. You can be a biokineticist.
Okay.
So I decided what I wanted to do, and I want to try and have my own studio, which I finally have. And
Congratulations.
it's just
Nice. That's congratulations on your own studio.
thank you.
So, in your journey, as you told that initially in South Africa there were not gyms that many gyms available, and specifically for females to be a part of a gym community was very difficult. You have to travel a lot. So, with this challenge in your hand and many more, I would like to understand few more challenges which you had faced in this time.
I think the biggest challenge was for me. I decided to start. I was about 26. So, okay, you've got to understand now. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I want to compete. I physically started weight training at the age of 19. So I already had a couple of years, 7 years behind me of training. And that's when I decided I'm going to compete. When I decided that, I started prepping for about 2 or 3 months, and I found out I was pregnant with my first child. So obviously, I had to put that on hold, and I competed 9 months after I had my second child. That is when I decided, okay, now I'm going fully for it. But now you must remember, you are 28, you are just starting out your business. Now you've got 2 kids and you've got no sponsorship. So I think for me, the hardest thing was the financial challenge, because you need to try and make a name, of course, in order to be able to get a sponsorship. But juggling that financially, because everybody knows that's not cheap. It's your food, it's your coach, it's your training, it's the everything that goes with it, and you're traveling when you do compete. So for me, that was the toughest challenge, is just to stick it out and try and make it work somehow.
So it's been a really hard in terms of the financial part of your initial part of your journey, as you had 2 kids to take care of, right?
Yes.
Cool. Coming to the kids, I would like to know, you are a mom and a fitness professional. How do you manage both of them?
That's very difficult, but it's very doable. If you do your time management properly, then you know it's going to be fine. I also have a very supportive husband, so he knows this is my dream and he helps with the journey. So my day starts at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I literally schedule everything according to my time. And I put time out for my training in the morning. I put time out for my training in the afternoon. And if someone phones me and I really have no time to see them, I will not cancel my gym. So a lot of people look at it and say, "Ooh, I can train tomorrow, it's okay." Me, in that case, I always say, "Sorry, I'm busy," because it's already scheduled. I would then schedule them on another day. So time management for me, I think, is definitely the most important.
Perfect. So time management keeps your fitness routine and your kids and your other routines in check.
All of it, exactly. Otherwise, I would lose control.
It will become a chaos. All right. So as a professional, you have become a pro now. How your life has changed, and do you do anything extra to keep yourself up to date when you're competing for shows, pro shows?
I wouldn't say my life changed dramatically. I was always training like I would compete, even if I didn't compete. I would always eat like I should eat. So that part came easy. I think in this of growing my business, going professional is definitely helped me in that sense. Because other people really look at someone and they'll say, "Oh, wow, she's achieved that," or "I know her name because I've seen her there, or I've seen her here."
Yeah.
So in that sense, I would say my life has changed, and that is why I always say, if you want to make a name for yourself in the industry is very big.
Right.
So you need to stand out somehow, and for me, that was competing and aiming for that pro card. Because that, for us in the fitness industry, just sets you kind of apart.
So, Chantal, coming to the next question. How much impact does a right coach have in your life?
Coach is very, very important, because a coach can break you down. Look, I know there's different coaches have different approaches. So some like to be mean and hard, and sometimes it works for them. I think I've got a little bit, very, very tiny little bit of a sports psychology background, and I think that helps me a lot, because my personality can adapt to who I train. So people are different. So if I have somebody that really needs me to tell her every day, "You know what, I know it's a struggle, you're gonna get there," she needs that motivation, then I will handle her in that way. If you come to me and you are one that you don't want to be fussed about, but I need to be hard. So as a coach, you need to figure that out and work according to your client's personality. Then also, there's no one size fits all program. Everybody is different. So you need to be with a coach that takes your best interest at heart.
Right.
So he's not going to give you just a bunch of stuff because he wants you to win and he wants his name or her name to be out there. It's all about you. At the end of the day, you are helping that person. So yes, it's a business, but it's not. For me, it's a lot more than that, because people become very vulnerable to you. Sometimes they are like down and out. I feel ashamed. I don't want to look like this anymore. And you are the one that's going to motivate them and pick them up, not physically, but mentally. So that's why I think coaches plays such a big importance and they don't actually realize that.
Coming to your brand, Supreme Athlete, what is the purpose?
Yes.
What is the goal?
Okay, so Supreme Athletes is a non-profit organization. When I was competing, well, when I started out, this is how it started. So through my own struggles, because I didn't have a sponsorship, and obviously in the industry, people look at someone who can make an impact, who's got a following, who's got X, Y, and Z. So it's only later on in your career that you really get a sponsorship. Early on in my career, I needed a sponsorship, but I couldn't get one. Later, that I got one, so I said, I want to start an organization that would help people financially. So we've got a lot of, in South Africa here, you don't really get sports, any funding for sports. It's a very corrupt organization, so we don't get any support from government, no matter what sport. So we said, let's try and help athletes, whether it is rugby or cricket or swimming, you name it. Some need equipment, some need to get somewhere. So whatever financial situation, we will try. We always approach big corporate businesses and then we try and help that. So that is kind of where it came from.
So Supreme Athlete is not restricted to fitness or bodybuilding or pro competitions. It's for all the sports.
It started when I got involved in the high school with rugby. So I was doing the nutritional side on some of the rugby teams. And it's there when I realized there are a lot of kids that are sponsored, but they have no financial needs. So that's where it actually started. I got involved with the rugby and then we sort of just expand.
All the best and I wish you luck. I wish you get so many athletes in the brand and they succeed with your name.
Thank you.
Coming to the next question, I would like to know what is your advice for all the female athletes who want to come into the fitness or the professionally they want to get into this industry?
I would say if you want to do it, take the leap and do it. You don't necessarily have to compete. I know a lot of women want to be trainers and they don't want to step on stage. You don't have to. But you need to get your name out there. If nobody knows about you, nobody's going to train with you. So I use my social media platform for marketing, completely marketing. Putting out good quality content, putting out information about you, what you do, posting your clients' transformations, all of that. So that's how people get to know your name and association, and they can see, oh wow, this is what you did. Oh, this is. But if you are not out there, you won't get the exposure. So either way, if you want to compete and you want to go that exposure, do that. But for me, it's all about marketing. Marketing. People need to know your name and just word of mouth. If you help someone, someone's going to say, oh, but you look fantastic. What did you do? So just start somewhere, even if it's with I started with one client.
Right.
One client I could barely pay anything, but I stuck it out. Then one client got two gets three gets four. But it's like any business, you need to stick it out. But I would say exposure.
Right. So right marketing and the females, those who want to get into this professionally should understand what exactly they want to do. Either they want to compete or they want to market themselves as a trainer or a dietitian or a nutritionist, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, coming to the next question, I would like to know what are the 2 habits which you feel are necessary to be in fitness and have a good lifestyle?
Okay, so you said lifestyle. That's the first thing. It should always be a lifestyle. I get people that comes to me and they say, I want to look like this in 12 weeks. I say, that's fine, we can. We'll get there and then they pick up weight. Then they come back, then they pick up weight. Then I say, but that's not how it works. You need to make that lifestyle change. If it's not a lifestyle, you're never gonna be happy. So you got to find, and everyone has a happy medium. So you will, I don't know if you, but I've never been overweight. So I've always had that lifestyle. And when I do compete, I put 12 weeks in of serious dieting and training. And then I get lean only for that time, because when I step off stage, I'll pick up a little bit of body fat because it's not maintainable. So I would definitely say that's the first thing, is your lifestyle, and just have a goal. No matter what your goal, if you have a goal, you will automatically have that happy lifestyle, because that is what's going to drive you to be better, to feel better. Once you feel better, everything just picks up from there.
So, as we all know, lockdown is going on all over the world. We are seeing COVID-19 issues have been raising again and again. And people have switched to HIITs and bodyweight training. But I would like to know a little bit about the calorie burn and the calorie consumed. How goes hand in hand. So, how this can be managed?
Okay, so again, this is according to everyone's personal goal. So for me, for instance, I knew I wasn't going to train the amount that I was going to train when it wasn't lockdown. So I just took a bit of my calories out. So I'm slightly in a deficit, just slightly, because I want to keep it down. So it's always calorie intake and whatever you burn, your calorie burn. So if you want to maintain your muscle, you need to be in a slight surplus. So you need to add a little bit more calories so you don't go into that and start burning muscle. So it's just about, I always say to the women, you don't have to force feed yourself and eat 6 meals, but don't eat too little. So 3 is by far the minimum. And then if you feel hungry, take a fourth meal. But also listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. But I like to do my macros. I always stick with my macros. So as long as I stick with my macros and my 4 meals, I more or less know where's my calories because I count it. But the calorie counting, I would say, is important. Just so you know, this is the amount that I need. If anything over that, obviously, I'm going to start picking up weight.
Yeah.
So you need that calculation of just finding out what is your calories for your exercise consumption, and then work towards that. And there's apps for that. You can download calorie counters, and they will work everything even out for you. So it's quite easy.
Exactly. So Chantal, coming to the last question, I would like to know, any of my viewers, any female athletes, how can they connect to you if they want to get trained by you?
I'm on Facebook, rather not Facebook, Instagram. They can DM me. I always check my DMs. Okay. And I think my email is actually also on there. Okay. So DM or email, that's where I will respond the fastest.
Okay, cool. So guys, if you want to connect with Chantal, I'll share the email ID and her Instagram ID in my description as well. You can go and check that out. Chantal, thank you so much for coming and sharing your views with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like our video and if you want to promote yourself and motivate others, you can connect with us. To connect, you can find all the details in the description. Please like, share and subscribe to my video. To subscribe to my channel, click here. And to watch our previous videos, you can click here. Thank you so much.